Hello and welcome to my channel, your go-to source for the latest in WWE 24. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for all the updates. Let's dive right in.
A controversial period in WWE was absolute chaos. According to Rhea Ripley, the era being talked about is the Attitude Era, which was simultaneously one of the most successful periods in the company's history and one of the most controversial. The period was marked by a shift towards adult-oriented content. There were also much more brawls and heated rivalries on screen. Rhea Ripley was recently asked about her take on the Attitude Era. The Eradicator said that it was chaotic and had people attacking each other all around the building. She explained, "Chaos. I just remember how chaotic everything was. People attacking each other in every square inch of the building. Just absolute chaos unfolding absolutely everywhere." Rhea Ripley has been consistently one of the top names in the women's division in the last few years. After her tag team run with IYOSKY ended, she is now seemingly allied with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. The trio have their issues, with Flair not being completely up for being partners with Ripley. However, the three of them have the fatal influence to worry about now, which is led by JC Jane. Rhea Ripley may not get a rematch with Jade Cargill after WWE WrestleMania 42. WWE WrestleMania 42 had Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley colliding in a singles match for the Women's Championship. The match ended with Cargill losing her title, despite putting up a tough defense. Speaking about the loss on Battleground podcast, Cargill noted that a rematch was unlikely. "I will hope so. I mean, a lot of people don't get rematches these days. When I defeated Tiffany, I didn't get my rematch. So, I don't know, it's up to them, I guess," Cargill said. Jade Cargill is considered to be one of the hottest prospects in the Stanford-based promotion right now. Before her loss to Ripley, she held the belt for 169 days. As of now, it remains to be seen what she plans to do next, and if she will be pursuing any other titles in the company. Few WWE superstars in recent memory have commanded attention quite like Rhea Ripley. Whether she's dominating inside the ring, leading factions, or speaking candidly in interviews, the Eradicator has built a reputation for being brutally honest. That reputation continued recently when Ripley shared her blunt opinion on one of WWE's most controversial eras, a period that still divides fans and wrestlers alike. Ripley has never been the type to sugarcoat her feelings. Throughout her rise from NXT standout to global WWE megastar, she has consistently spoken openly about the business, locker room culture, fan reactions, and creative direction. So when she was asked about a polarizing WWE era that many fans still debate today, her answer immediately sparked conversation across the wrestling world. According to Ripley, every era in WWE has strengths and weaknesses, but some periods simply failed to connect emotionally with audiences. She explained that controversy often comes from WWE trying too hard to force a direction instead of allowing talent to grow naturally. While she avoided completely burying the era, Ripley made it clear that she believes authenticity is the key ingredient that was missing. "Fans can tell when something's real and when it's manufactured," Ripley reportedly said during the discussion. "If people aren't emotionally invested, it doesn't matter how flashy it is." That statement alone resonated with many longtime WWE fans who have criticized certain periods of programming for feeling overly scripted or disconnected from what audiences actually wanted. Ripley's comments reflect a growing sentiment among modern wrestlers who value realism, emotional storytelling, and character freedom more than rigid presentation. Over the years, WWE has gone through countless creative shifts. Some eras became legendary, while others received heavy backlash from fans. From controversial booking decisions to unpopular gimmicks and overproduced segments, certain periods left audiences frustrated. Ripley acknowledged that experimentation is necessary in wrestling, but emphasized that WWE works best when performers are allowed to show genuine personality. That philosophy is one reason Ripley herself has become such a massive star. Unlike many heavily scripted performers of the past, Ripley's character feels authentic. Her confidence, aggression, and unique style come across naturally rather than forced. Fans connect with her because she feels believable. Her rise proves that audiences today crave authenticity more than ever before. Ripley also discussed how the wrestling business has evolved compared to previous generations. She noted that today's WWE roster has more opportunities to express individuality, especially compared to some controversial eras where talent reportedly had far less creative input. According to Ripley, modern WWE is moving in a direction where wrestlers can contribute more to their characters and stories, which ultimately benefits the product. That doesn't mean Ripley completely dismissed the controversial era in question. In fact, she gave credit to many performers who worked incredibly hard despite difficult circumstances. She acknowledged that numerous stars from that period still became legends and helped keep WWE globally successful. However, she believes some creative choices limited how much talent could truly shine. Ripley's perspective carries weight because she represents the modern generation of WWE superstars. She grew up watching many of the era's fans debate today, giving her both the perspective of a fan and the experience of an active performer. The combination makes her opinion especially interesting to the wrestling community. Fans online quickly reacted to Ripley's comments, with many praising her honesty. Some agreed entirely, saying WWE's controversial periods often felt too corporate or scripted. Others defended those eras, arguing they still produce memorable moments, iconic matches, and huge mainstream success. As always in professional wrestling, opinions remain divided. Still, one thing nearly everyone agrees on is that Ripley has become one of WWE's most important voices. She isn't just a top superstar, she's someone fans genuinely listen to. In an era where many wrestlers carefully avoid controversy, Ripley's willingness to speak openly makes her stand out even more. Inside the ring, Ripley continues to dominate the women's division with a presence unlike anyone else on the roster. Her combination of power, charisma, and intensity has made her one of the defining stars of the current WWE generation. Outside the ring, her honesty and confidence continue strengthening her connection with fans. Many believe Ripley's success symbolizes WWE's changing philosophy. Rather than forcing performers into overly controlled molds, the company now appears more willing to let personalities develop organically. Stars like Ripley thrive because they feel unique instead of manufactured. That evolution could be exactly what WWE needs moving forward. The wrestling landscape has changed dramatically over the past decade. Fans today are more vocal, more informed, and more connected to behind-the-scenes discussions than ever before. Social media has transformed how audiences react to storylines, characters, and creative decisions. As a result, authenticity matters far more now than it did in previous eras. Ripley understands that reality better than most. Her comments also highlight an important truth about wrestling history. Every era will eventually face criticism. What one generation loves, another may reject. Some fans prefer larger-than-life entertainment, while others want gritty realism and long-term storytelling. WWE constantly walks a difficult line between those expectations. For Ripley, however, emotional connection remains the most important factor. If fans believe in a character and feel invested in the story, almost anything can work. Without that connection, even the biggest production values and promotional efforts can fall flat. That mindset has clearly helped Ripley reach the top of WWE. She doesn't rely solely on scripted catchphrases or manufactured moments. Instead, she brings intensity and authenticity that fans naturally respond to. As WWE continues evolving under a new creative direction, voices like Ripley's may become increasingly influential. Modern performers want more creative freedom, and audiences seem eager for more genuine storytelling. Ripley's blunt take on WWE's controversial era may spark debate, but it also reflects where the industry appears to be heading. And if Ripley's own career is any indication, authenticity may ultimately be the future of professional wrestling.